The old manor was a happy place. Its refuge for lost deer had now been saved from forced closure, thanks to Rudy and his gang. What a relief. The willow deer would soon head home. Before I left, I told them the way and the landmarks to look out for. Next morning, the happy mood was disturbed by a furious knocking on the door and rumbling growls from the lions. Charles Reindeer, the owner of the manor, opened the door and was confronted by an angry man who snarled, "I'm Mick Snow, and I've come to collect my runaway deer. They escaped from my stables. That's them there. They're mine. Give them to me." Charles knew the deer's story, knew that Mick was a wicked, bullying gangster. Mick stepped forward menacingly and raised his fists. But Charles stood his ground. "They aren't yours. You kidnapped them." And trying to evade Mick's fists, he accidentally punched Mick on the nose. Oh dear, he's fallen over. Mick got up and stalked away, shouting, "If I see you, Reindeer, again, I'll make you sorry. You'll be racing for me someday. I'll get ya." After a farewell meal with Charles and the orphans, the willow deer left the manor to go home. Their route would follow paths and lanes through woods and fields, going past a sacred pond, but staying as hidden as possible. They were trotting along a lane when they found it blocked by a broken-down car, and leaning into the engine was Mick the Fixer. The deer stopped dead. "He mustn't see us," they whispered. They crept back and listened. They heard Mick telling his unruly son, Snowboy, to go off and play while he mended the engine. The deer crept unseen behind Mick and slipped away to the other side of the hedge and on into the fields. "Oh my goodness! Is this the sacred pond Christina mentioned? Yes, look, it's got totems. She said we should drink its water for good luck." They stopped on the bank to drink. "Eek! Ouch!" cried the deer as they felt sudden stings like small stones hitting them. "What on earth?" Across the pond in an ancient oak tree was Snowboy, throwing acorns at them and laughing. "Ha ha! I want to see you bucking like wild broncos, ha ha!" As the boy jiggled about laughing, the branch broke and fell, taking Snowboy with it. He splashed about. He'd lost hold of the branch. He struggled wildly. "Help! I can't swim! Help! Help! Help!" Rudy waded into the deep pond without thought for himself. But the water weed got tangled round his legs and he couldn't free them. He was stuck. Snowboy was in trouble. For a moment, he stopped struggling. The water suddenly stilled. He could see his own reflection clearly. And he didn't like the bad-tempered face he saw. He had a flash of shame. Rudy's legs came free of the weed. He swam strongly out, because all deer can swim. "Climb on my back," he told the boy, "and hold on tight." Rudy climbed out of the pond and took the sodden boy back near his father. "How will you explain being soaking wet?" he asked. "I'll tell the truth," the boy replied. He slid off Rudy's back and went to the car. "Sorry, Dad, I was being silly and fell in the pond. Rudy saved me. I'm no good at swimming or riding or anything." He turned to thank Rudy, but Rudy had already gone. Rudy joined the other deer by the sacred pond, and as they took a final drink of its water, something strange and wonderful happened. "What's that? What does it mean? Is it magic?" The deer wandered on through the hills, not always sure of their direction. "Look, there's a herd of wild deer over there," said Comet. "Let's say hello." But as they strolled over, the wild deer yelled, "Watch out! Look behind you!" "There they are!" cried Mick the Fixer. "I can drive down the field and catch them." Snowboy waved. Yes, go faster! Rudy quickly changed course to escape, jumping over a small hedge. Prancer hesitated, and Cupid urged her friend, Come on, Prancer, nothing to fear. And Comet chipped in, It's easy peasy. But will it stop the car? It didn't. The car ploughed through the hedge as though it was made of twigs. And Mick cried, I need to catch you. I'll never give up. The deer got their second wind. Even Prancer was now powering along. They skipped over a small stream. An open gate lay ahead. The little stream was no obstacle to Mick's car. It splashed through the water at speed. This'll slow him down, said Rudy, stopping to close the gate. You three keep running and I'll catch up in a minute. He pushed the gate tightly shut so Mick could have trouble opening it. Prancer, normally unsure, ran straight as an arrow towards the next field. The does kept pace with him. The noise of wood splintering reached them as Mick drove straight through the gate without stopping and roared on towards them. We can't outrun the car, puffed Prancer, and Comet said, We have to go where he can't follow. There, joined in Cupid. He can't drive through that big hedge. But can we jump it? We can if you can, Prancer. The does challenged him. Prancer couldn't imagine a worse fate than galloping at a wall of thorns. I say, called Rudy, are we really going to jump that? Yes, we are, said Prancer, and the does shouted, Here goes, as they all ran together towards the huge hedge, with Prancer in the lead. To his eyes, the hedge grew bigger each moment. The closer he got, the more it grew. Good grief, don't think, just jump! Prancer leapt upwards. Whoosh, that was a leap of faith. Prancer could hardly believe it as they all landed smoothly. We've outfoxed him. The deer laughed as the car stopped with a screech of brakes. Defeated, Mick turned and drove off. Well, which way do we go now? Asked Prancer. It's that way, said Cupid, who was quite good at navigation. The deer were eager to be home again. Oh no, not again, said Rudy as they trotted up a hill and found Mick the Fixer staring at them through his binoculars. They could run away, or they could confront him, tell him to stop bullying them. What a piece of luck, Mick said. The does trembled with fear that he intended to capture them again, and the stags jerked alert, ready to confront him. But Mick said, I want to thank you for saving my son from drowning. If ever you want to run a race and win some money, I'll train you, and you'd have the prize money. I'd like to help you. And Snowboy excitedly cried, Me too, I'd help. If we do that, piped up Comet, I could be Rudy's running mate. I'll keep the pace for him. They all said goodbye, and Mick added, You'd better get on your way. The weather's changing. There could be a storm coming. Snowboy called out, Good luck and have a safe journey. The deer felt taken aback and surprised at Mick's change from wicked enemy into ally. Could he really become a friend? Well, said Prancer, isn't life full of surprises?